A magnitude 4.4 earthquake struck at 2:40 a.m. in Berkeley on Thursday, January 4, 2018. An earthquake measuring 4.4 struck near Berkeley early Thursday, shaking hundreds of thousands of people awake throughout the Bay Area and raising concern about possible aftershocks in the coming days. The quake was centered 2 miles east-southeast of Berkeley at 2:39 a.m. at a depth of 8 miles. According to the U.S. Geological Survey, the quake struck on the Hayward Fault near the Claremont Hotel. USGS seismologists said the shaking was widespread. That's not unexpected for an earthquake of this magnitude, Keith Knudsen, the USGS geologist, said during a morning press briefing at the agency's Science Center in Menlo Park. People were awakened from the North Bay to San Jose, and some reported feeling it from as far as Sacramento and Lodi. But there were no immediate reports of damage or injuries. Nothing that we've heard of, a Berkeley police dispatcher said. We felt it, but we're not getting a lot of calls. People are probably asleep. Not everyone slept through it. However, I'm right by Laguna Honda Hospital here in San Francisco, and I'm on the 9th floor of my building, and it was pretty scary how long the shaking lasted. Edwin Antonio Correas Renderos wrote on SF Gate's Facebook page. Felt like a big truck drove into the building or something blew up downstairs. It just rocked the room and bed like 2 or 3 times quickly with a decently loud rumble in North Berkeley, wrote Dale Fest. In San Francisco, the number of 911 calls increased considerably in the wake of the quake. Most calls were concerned residents asking if an earthquake had actually occurred. According to the Department of Emergency Management, Acting Mayor London Breed tweeted, "Given the influx of calls to 911, please only call if you have an emergency. There are no threats of tsunamis and departments were working to assess preliminary damage." Breed added. Berkeley Mayor Jesse R. Aguin took to Twitter and posted, "In the event of an earthquake while sleeping, stay in bed. Cover your head with a pillow until the shaking stops." In a more serious vein, he added, "We will be monitoring any damage reports, and always be cautious of aftershocks. Aftershocks are likely in the coming days, though it's unclear how serious they will be," Knudsen said. BART said it had checked tracks for damage and found no problems. Early delays in train service were cleared up by 5:30 a.m., the agency said. Jack Boatwright, a geophysicist with the USGS Earthquake Science Center in Menlo Park, said the shaking from the quake seemed a little weak, about half as strong as what you would expect. He noted that by 4:15 a.m., there had been no aftershocks, which he called a good sign. It may mean less likelihood of a larger earthquake to follow. Knudsen said quakes of this magnitude are not unusual on the Hayward Fault, since it's a creeping fault that occasionally develops patches that get stuck and release. This was a stuck patch. He said, "There is a 1 in 3 chance that a large earthquake, measured at magnitude 6.7 or more, will hit the Bay Area in the next 30 years according to the USGS. While this latest quake could be a precursor of something bigger," Knudsen said, "there's only a 5% chance of that happening. The Hayward Fault is overdue for a large quake." Knudsen added, "The last time the fault line saw a big trembler was in 1868 when a 6.8 magnitude hit on October 21, killing 30 people. Thursday's quake was originally measured at a 4.7 when it first hit the Bay Area before ultimately being downgraded to 4.4. But the change in measurements isn't uncommon," said Julie Dutton, a geophysicist with the USGS. "Originally, we get some preliminary magnitudes in," Dutton said. "Those preliminary magnitudes are there for guidance to inform the public quickly that there is an earthquake in the area. From there, Dutton and other experts analyze magnitude data from different agencies around the world while considering the different types of faults and zones before reaching a final measurement. We make sure that it's consistent with the area and makes sense for what we are seeing. Dutton added, the East Bay Templar wasn't the only early morning earthquake in the Bay Area. At 3:34 a.m., a 2.5 magnitude quake struck just west of Cupertino, the USGS said. The last big earthquake in the Bay Area struck on August 24, 2014, with a magnitude of 6.0 in South Napa. It killed one person, injured at least 200, and caused more than $500 million in damage. It was the largest earthquake in the Bay Area since the 6.9 magnitude Loma Prieta quake in October 1989. We live in earthquake country. We should all expect earthquakes, Knudsen said. Michael Cabanatuan, Nanette Asimov and Sarah Ravani are San Francisco Chronicle staff writers. Alex Martishu is an SF-Gate producer. Email macabanatuan@sfchronicle.com, Nasimov@sfchronicle.com, Sravani@sfchronicle.com.